You're everyone, it's Sam here. Welcome back to Season 4 of Former Xbox. We're here for round 12 today at the Hungary ring. Here we are in qualifying. This is a track. If you've been watching my videos for the past 5-6 months, then you'll know that this track has brought me quite a bit of success. So I've won here in Season 2 and 3 of Pinnacle, and slightly more relevantly to this, I actually won the Tier 2 race last season, where I was up against the likes of RT and Insignia, Psycho and Pro Racing, as of course here is a lot more competitive guys as well as those guys such as Arstrem and of course Jokers, who is quite new to this. And yeah, it should be a very interesting race. Sort of hoping I could maybe get on the podium here. I mean, I knew it would be a long shot because recently I've been growing a bit tired of league races. I have to admit that. I mean, my connection's been pretty bad in a lot of them lately, so it's just been taking a bit of the fun out of it for me. But I will carry on, for now at least, and certainly carry on with the seasons I'm in at the minute. But I don't know about the long-term future at the minute. But yeah, coming towards the end of my qualifying lap, then you can see I was only 8th at this stage, but we're going to cross the line and improve quite a bit. We actually, I say quite a bit, we only got up to 6th, but I was actually 4th when I set the time. But then I think it was Insignia and Pro Racing that both set laps after the checkered flag, so yeah, it was 6th in the end. So it's still an alright result because I know how quick that front 5 are. Really, they sort of established themselves really, I think, as the 5 quickest in the league. But yeah, here we are on the grid then. Psycho's car there drifting into place there, a bit odd, but quite light's going on now. And we are away. I get an alright start here. You can see at the front that Arstrem had a lag start. That's the second race in a row where that's happened to someone. But yeah, on the inside into turn 1, we're having a look at 4th place, maybe even 3rd here. You can see it, 3 Mercedes power cars going wheel to wheel there at turn 1. I'm getting side by side with Arstrem, and I'm on the outside for turn 2, so it might be a bit hard for me to get his place now. I have a little bit of a nudge there from Pro Racing, I think that was, as we're heading down towards turn 4 now. I think there's a bit of lag going on in these early parts of the races. We're going into turn 4 and I get a huge whack from a midget there, but as I said, I think it might have been lag. I mean, I was just watching someone else's point of view of this, and I saw I was lagging a lot on their screens. So yeah, that's another thing. That's like what I was talking about really, with just sort of losing fun in these league races really. If I'm lagging on other people's screens, I tend to have lag on my own screen with other people, and it just takes a lot of the fun out of it really. So it was annoying to see that it was happening again here, and it's really happening too often at the minute. But you can see here we're in 7th place, so we've dropped a position from where we started. Behind us we've got a battle between Stopmat, Callum and Hamilton fan, I think, and heading around the final corner now, then begin the first lap. And we're about to see in a second, yep, Stopmat destroyed his vehicle, and from what I heard, he was just a bit too tight on the entrance to the final corner and he hit the pit wall. But Midget lets me through there, so I'm not sure if that was the incident at turn 4. But as we're about to see, yeah, the safety car comes out, so that's going to make us very interesting to see if people switch to 1-stops or go for a very early 2-stop. You can see here at the end of the lap I decided to stick with my 1-stop, but a few people come in, such as Pro Racing, Jokers, Insignia, they all come in, and that puts me up to 3rd place of the stage behind Jordan and Arstrem. So yeah, we're 3rd at the minute, but of course there's going to be a few fast guys behind us. Callum there in his first tier 1 race, well, since coming back into it, that is 4th, as we've got the restart now, and it wasn't the best one. I'm not a fan of safety car restarts, to be honest, unless I'm actually leading, just because I don't like how you don't have full control over it. But yeah, heading into turn 1 then, we've got already quite a bit behind the front 2. And yeah, we're going to skip a few laps, and they were battling, but they were just teasingly just out of reach, I guess you could kind of say there. I couldn't find the speed to catch right up to them, but you can see here Pro Racing and Jokers on fresh tyres lining me up here into turn 1, and I was really struggling, especially with the front tyres. I just had no turn at all, and they both get through then, and I'm down to 5th of the stage. But I do get a good run here on Jokers, but I think better of that because, as I said, not a lot of turn in there, and it would have been a bit foolish of me to just lunge at the inside there. But we're down to 5th. You can see that it was pretty close at the front as well with Jordan and Armstrong. Of course, they haven't pitched it either. But yeah, there's a little bit of an incident here coming up as see up ahead. It looked like Parayson just tipped Jordan into a spin there, and there's a little bit of contact with Jokers as well, and that really ruined Jordan's chance of winning this race there, so it's unfortunate for him. I think I read that Parayson had a penalty for that instance, so I'm guessing it was for that. But yeah, it certainly affected Jordan's race quite badly there, as I come into the pits then as planned on lap 7. Well, it says 8 there, but I had intended to come on 7 anyway. But here we go then, onto the prime tyres for our one and only stop in this race. And we are away. Not the best stop really, considering that there was no traffic or anything. 3.2. Exiting the pit 7 P9. Well, of course there's some guys who are going to be pitting again, so you can't really take that position too seriously there at the minute. You can see there the order is a bit all over the place at the minute, as those who pit behind the safety car are getting close to when they have to pit in again. And I caught Elusive Curve a lot on this lap, but I just happened to catch him right in the tight and twisty section, which was a little bit annoying. But you can see I'm more over the back of him here, and then he runs a bit wide there, and I actually use the rest of my curves, and I'm up into P8 at this stage, so making progress already at this point. There's still just under half the race to go. I think I'm trying to remember what Callum was doing here. I think he had to pit, but yeah, he must have done. I'm not sure what happened to him though, because he had been like just behind me after the safety car restart. But coming across the line, there's a few more guys who are in the pits there. I think that's all Force India, and there's Pro Racing there in the pits just ahead of us, and I managed to get alongside Callum here. Then he kind of got forced out a little bit wide. Now I'm having a look at Pro Racing as well. Can we have 2 overtakes and 2 corners here? I throw it at the inside. We just about make it through without any contact, but he's still right there alongside me. He's got the inside line for 3. I'm going to have the inside line for 4 though. And this is a great battle here. Up the hill towards turn 4 then, and he manages to hang on to it running outside. And there's a little bit of contact, and I almost spin there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you save a side pod glitch. And we have somehow hung on, and we're in P5. So yeah, I was a little bit disappointed to lose that position, but I mean we were behind anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we made up another place there, up to P4, when I think it was Drastic Midget that pitted. But here we see Psycho. He caught back up to me, and he was having a look at me here into turn 1, and he was thinking about having a look here. And yeah, we just seem to be on battling all the time at the minute. I remember, I think Martin Brundle said something like this in the race commentary yesterday about how like having times in his career where he was just battling the same person over and over again. And this is certainly the case for me at the moment with Jordan. We always seem to be battling at the moment, and yeah, he almost had lucky there as well, but not quite into turn 1. For some reason I just managed to hang on to him quite a bit in these, or managed to hang on to the position that is going down that straight, and somehow I managed to hold on to it for the rest of the race. He didn't get that close again, and in fact Insignia caught right up as well. So for the second race in a row we've managed to hold off faster drivers behind us, and that's certainly encouraging for us. It's Jokers who wins the race, is his first in tier 1. Across the line, and it's another 4th place. How about that? But yeah, there's the final results, and it's Jokers, Arlström and Pro Racing on the podium. It seems to be in that podium quite a few times this season, but yes, 4th place for us, so a decent result there, and it's certainly going to help us. You know, we're trying to get 2nd place in this championship, and we've taken, well, we've opened the gap out a bit again to Insignia. So that's it for this round. If you enjoy it, leave a like, and I'll see you for round 13. Could be unlucky for some at Spa. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.